Alright guys, I'm here to go over my matchup for week 7 out of 9 in MPPA Kanto Stock Season 4. Just because I had made that little update video, I did want to start with this just so I could show you exactly what I was talking about. So the rest of the games for the week did get played. We are in week 7. The wins cutoff for 8th seed has reached 4, so I am not in a great spot down here. I'm at 13, 1 in 5, -6. So right now, like out of playoffs, I would need to theoretically win my next 3 games at decently high diff and hope that the wins for 8th seed doesn't increase to 5. Luckily, there is some cushion from 4 to 8 are all 4 wins, so to say every single one of these will reach 5 wins over the next 3 weeks isn't necessarily not going to happen, but you know, there's a chance that it could stay at 4 to break into playoffs. And the only other thing that I can hope for is my next 3 opponents. This week I played Gentleman Thomas. He is the team below me, purely off diff. I'm only +6 ahead of him. We're both 1 in 5. And then over the next 2 weeks, I play Malcolm, who is 2 and 4, -9, Philadelphia Phantoms. And then the last week, I believe I play Salt Lake Cedra, Bad Guy Cam, who's also 2 and 4, -7. So the teams that I have to beat with good diff are all relatively having the same not okay season that I'm having. So, you know, realistically, if I play really well with decent diff, I could reach 4 and 5 at an okay diff and maybe sneak into playoffs, but it would all rely on the 8th seed not becoming a 5-win minimum. And there are 3 weeks left, so Jode, Florent, Cool, Psycho, Tempest, if those guys collectively all raise this bar to 5 over the next 3 weeks, which is possible, because I don't know who they play, but it's just an update on what I'm holding out for in terms of the season. So with that, I'm gonna just jump into the team that I crafted. So I'm gonna show you what I'm bringing against Gentleman Thomas. It is pretty standard because the situation is pretty dire. For me, I did want to get these 2 mons that I just picked up into the lineup, so we will be bringing Galvantula and Poltergeist. Even though I don't think Poltergeist has a great matchup, I didn't think anything had a great matchup as a 6th mon, so I just decided to bring it. So leading off here, we got Peter Parker, Galvantula, Focus Sash, Compound Eyes. I'm running Sticky Web, Energy Ball, Volt Switch, Thunder. I think slowing his team down would be good. He's got stuff like Torn T, Megalopunny. I just want to make it move slower. Energy Ball to hit stuff like Piloswine if it comes. Volt Switch for momentum. My team has been lacking that, so this would be really helpful. And then Thunder just for Compound Eyes. There is stuff like a Vaporeon on his team and Torn T, so catching it off guard and him thinking he lives a Volt Switch or a T-Bolt and killing it with Thunder could be really cool. I've got Venusaur Mega coming. This guy's pretty much the MVP of my season. I did check my kills on my team. Venusaur and Garchomp are actually the 2 highest. My Arctozolt, even though he's gone now, only killed 3 mons, and I think I killed 2 in the first game, so I felt like he was taking 1 or 2 outside of hail every week, but apparently it's not really killed anything. So he's gone. What can you do? I'm running it fully physically defensive. There is a Megalopunny and a Victini. I'm scared of like Zen Headbutt and stuff, and this kind of setup will allow Zen Headbutt to not to hit KO me. So I just synthesis on that all day, make him swap out. He won't break my Venusaur. Con to that is I do have to get my Mega up, so I might even lead Venusaur because it being Mega in this game matters a lot, especially against like Ice Shard, Piloswine, just a ton of stuff that could really hurt me if I'm not thick, fat, Mega'd. I'm going to bring Setup Feeny, Taunt, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Surf. As I just showed you in the standings, I need to win games to get into the playoffs, so this set's a little boring, little original, literally ripped right off the page, but this mon can win games with this set. It could win this game if I could get a couple Calm Minds off, depending on the mons he brings, so that's what I'm running. And we will just go from there. Taunt to stop stuff like Toxic Vaporeon, Toxic Alola, the easy stuff. Full Util, Momentum, Incineroar, Earthquake just to hit Muck if it does come in. Because Flare Blitz will hit it okay, but I don't want to waste my own HP or poison myself on the Muck. So Earthquake will be what I'm really looking to hit if Muck comes in. Knock off for items, Parting Shot, lower his stats, and also Momentum, and then Flare Blitz just for stab fire damage. Garchomp's coming, lefties, nothing crazy. We are just going to run back Scale Shot, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Poison Jab. This mon could also win the game, but if he doesn't, no big deal. I'm still trying to get some Rough Skin procs off. I also want to drop a Rocks on him, just make sure that he brought his Torn T boots and everything, because Regenerator Torn T is hard to break through. I'm a little walled by a couple things with this exact setup, but given the right opportunity, or if this mon's last standing, Scale Shot into Earthquake P-Jab should be able to clean up if his team's chipped. And then lastly, we are bringing Ghostbuster. The Poltergeist, we're going to run at White Herb. I'm going to run Weak Armor. The reason behind that is I want the stat changes. If I eat a hit or two, like a Fake Out from Megalopunny or an Ice Shard from Pillow Swine, I want the stat changes to increase my stored power damage. Then I'm just going to run Shadow Ball and Giga Drain. Smash just to change the like reset my defense. I would have left it, but the defense is just so low that I can't really afford to leave it at -2. So that's about it. There is an Alolan Muck coming, but it's got a pretty bad matchup outside of walling my Poltergeist. Although I do have stuff on my team that it does beat, like Hitmontop and Alakazam, so that Muck might be there. If the Muck is there, I need to make sure if I'm trying to get Poltergeist in to smash and win, it's got to be very low or dead. And those are really the only options for Poltergeist to run away with a win here. But I'm hoping this threat in the back, him knowing that the Muck will also stay in the back, or if he messes up and lets the Muck get too low, or eat something it shouldn't and it goes down, then Poltergeist could run away if I get a Shell Smash off. And yeah, so that's the team that I'm going to bring. We really got to beat these guys with some decent diff. Well, first off, we need to win in general, but the second part of that is we really want to start pulling away with diffs here. Like 3, 4, 5 diff would be really good. We'll take a win in general, but if I win 1-0, it's not really doing too much for me, other than just securing the win. So hopefully we get some diff made up in this game, and we'll see if we can't make a late playoff push. If not, whatever. If we do, that's what we were going for. Alright guys, so Kid Kingler here, back with my game this week. What we're learning is that this is my first season attempting to record and create videos. Definitely was a lot to juggle, and I'm not very good at it yet. So what really happened here is I recorded this game live. I recorded all my reactions and everything. It was about 15 to 20 minutes long. Cut it down, started putting it into Premiere Pro and trying to go from there, and I looked down and realized I had never turned on my mic. So when I'm getting it all set up and everything, I'm joining call and making sure everything looks good on OBS and everything, I mute my mic to make sure I don't hear any background noise or anything. At which point my opponent was ready as soon as I started the recordings, so I went right into there and didn't leave. Forgot to turn the mic back on, so I have no audio, and I didn't want to try to record fake reactions or anything, so I'm just gonna watch the replay one more time, just so I have something to add in there. So it'll be a lot shorter, which will be good. There's music playing, so give me 1 second. That was loud, huh? So here, let me slow this. Let me pause this for just a second. So in this intro, what isn't recorded is he went Victini and I went Incineroar, and I looked at his team and saw that Incineroar / Poltergeist went crazy if I got a smash off. So I said he either is final gambiting or he's gonna I don't know. Victini lead just made me think he was gonna final gambit, and I made the incorrect decision in my mind to let Incineroar go in case for some reason he either swapped or didn't final gambit. I probably should have sacked one of my other guys, because Incineroar and Poltergeist were such clean win cons that I don't really think I needed to do this play, but that's what I went with. So he goes Vikavolt now that we're kind of going in. I went here because I assumed Vikavolt was coming out. I went Garchomp, at which point he tried to Volt Switch me. Good read there. I figured if he got Webs up, I wanted this in just to kind of stop some other stuff from coming in. So this came in, but I wanted Rocks up to try and stop the rotations. I'm realizing I don't have a great swap into this Mamoswine, especially if he's got Ice Shard going. he put up his own rocks knowing I wouldn't stay in, so it was a really good read by him. It's kind of obvious what I have to do. Then I went Venusaur because he would never do anything but probably swap there. I wanted to get my Mega off so I can get Venusaur going. This was pretty bad. I was faster, so I probably could have just taken that kill, but I thought maybe he'd go here, Bronzong on the Sludge Bomb, instead of trying to stay in. My Garchomp set was actually really bad for this Bronzong. I don't know what I thought I was doing, but this Bronzong walled my Garchomp, so I had to leave. At which point I knew I could start getting big on Feeny. Feeny could also win this game. Set up Feeny. Man, I really did not play this season well in general. I don't know if it's just decision making or what, but I actually won the championship last season, and then this season I am like 1-5 or whatever currently, and I just feel like I've just been playing so bad. And the team's good. It's definitely not the Mons. I don't know what's wrong, but it's not going how I want. So I didn't put webs up for Lurantis. He gets Leaf Blade. This is a whole mind game. I'm going to turn the speed up because I think we do this for quite a while. Pretty much Leaf Blade doesn't do enough to really take me out. I calm-minded there because I figured if he had healing, he was going to use it there. It could have been really bad, but I figured since I was faster, he shouldn't kill me, so I should get another one of those off. I should have, he then superpowers, so that Leaf Blade will get boosted again. And on this play, I probably should have calm-minded again. At which point I realized he was just going to keep doing that, so I wanted to get him to a point where I could 2-hit. If I had actually clicked Calm Mind, then Taunt, I would have 2-hit him here, but I didn't. That 61 really hurt me. And then, of course, I didn't get the roll to kill, and it was a roll to kill. If I got that roll and didn't take the extra 68% there, Feeny won the game. It was over because I was too specially defensive for Vikavolt to kill me, and the other three can't. Surf will just kill them at the percents that they're at. Maybe I have to 2-hit Bronzong, but so that was really unfortunate. At this point, I didn't really know where to go. I went Garchomp, but like I said, this Garchomp is walled, so I Poison Jabbed this Piloswine on swap in case he went to Vikavolt, but he didn't. He Earthquaked me, but I think that killed at that percent anyway, and so this was the big play here. I originally left Weak Armor on because there's a Mega Lopunny that didn't come, so I wanted to maybe move faster, but it lowered my defense here, making the Ice Shard kill every time. If that Ice Shard didn't kill, I was going to Giga Drain, at which point I end the game. Same thing, Shadow Ball 3 times and Giga Drain this Piloswine, and the game was over. But I didn't have any way to do anything at this point. He could miss 3 Hurricanes, but this Venusaur is also walled by Bronzong. I still don't know why I let Incineroar die so fast in this game. I just kind of let him go, and that was really bad decision making by me. Feeny's too low at 20% plus rocks to come back in, so you are watching the end of the game. I lose, I'm out of playoffs, and that's about it. I'm a little relieved because I haven't been having as much fun with this team as I had wanted to. I thought I got a really good Mons individually, but I don't know if it's just me or what, but I cannot seem to get them to work synergistically for me. So, yeah, that was it. I got absolutely decimated here by Gentleman Thomas. I feel like the team that I brought beat this team so hard if I just did things a little better, like keeping Incineroar around, maybe looking for a better place to get a smash off rather than eat the Earthquake into Ice Shard, or not leave Weak Armor on. This Galvantula was pretty useless. This Venusaur was pretty useless, and this Garchomp outside of rocks was pretty useless. So I feel like I had 3 Mons that I could have sacked to put myself in a better winning position to that first final gambit out of Victini, and instead I just let myself lose the game. Nothing can be done there, but you know, we'll go on to the next week.